Today is Friday, September 5th. Will everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, next is roll call.
Commissioner William Allen,
Present.
Commissioner Ola Morris, Commissioner Willie Cook, Commissioner Lawrence Batiste, Attorney Jewel Harris Jr.,
Present.
Executive Director Reagan Hatcher,
Present.
Finance Manager Jerome Foster,
Present.
and that's the end of roll call.
With 4 members present, we do have a quorum. Next is certification, which I'll read aloud. Pursuant to Indiana law, section 5-14-1.5-6.1, I certify that prior to the start of today's meeting, there was an executive session held. There was nothing discussed in the executive session that was not indicated on the posted notice. That being in compliance with Indiana statutes, there were no final votes held during the executive session. Does any member dissent? Okay, hearing none, we'll move along. Next on the agenda is bid opening. We have RFQs for vehicle purchases. Do we have any additional bids in the crowd? Still wanting to submit? Okay. Bid is officially closed, and we will now begin the opening.
All right, the first bid is received from Garber Chevrolet of Highland. And this is for a new 2005 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD, regular cab, 4-wheel drive pickup. Total price from Garber Chevrolet of Highland is in the amount of $48,427.53. Again, from Garber Chevrolet of Highland, $48,427.53. See if I can switch these. Next proposal is also from Garber, and this is for a 2026 version of the same vehicle. That price is $51,980.52. Again, also from Garber Chevrolet of Highland for the 2026. $51,980.52. Next is also from Garber. This is for a factory order version of the 2026 model. And this total price is $50,845.53. And that's for the 2026 factory order. Next bid is also from Garber. Can't tell the difference. Looks like it is 2026, also factory order. I'm assuming with just different specs. Total price, $48,024.53. Final is from One Nation. Let's see. Okay. The total price for the 2026, and it says per specifications, is $33,989. There's an additional one here. No, it's just two copies of the same thing. Again, that number is $33,989 for the 2026 per specs. Mr. President, I would recommend that this be referred to staff for further review and recommendation at the next meeting. Thank you.
That concludes. Oh, what's up?
I'll tell you. One Nation Distribution is located in Pennsylvania, Vermont, Pennsylvania.
Okay, that concludes the bid opening. We'll move on. Next on the agenda are the minutes. What is the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chair, I move for passage of the executive session and regular meeting minutes for August 15th, 2025.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on the minutes? Okay, hearing none, roll call.
Well, that had to leave.
Is he going? All in favor? By saying aye?
Aye.
Any nays? No nays? The ayes.
Okay.
Minutes have been approved. Moving on to, we have 2.1. This is for payroll, Mr. Foster.
Thank you. I recommend a motion to approve GSD payroll earnings for period ending July 28th, 2025 through August 10th, 2025, in the amount of $289,974.12.
We have a recommendation for acceptance of payroll in the amount of $289,974.12. What is the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chair, I move for passage.
Thank you. Motion has been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly second. Any discussion on payroll? Hearing none, roll call for 2.1.
Commissioner Batiste?
Yes.
Commissioner Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner Morris?
Yes.
Commissioner Allen?
Yes.
The vote is 4 ayes.
With 4 ayes and 0 noes, 2.1 are approved. Next, we have 2.2.
2.2, Mr. President, we're recommending approval to Commonwealth Engineering for the design of Division B, Part 1 of the Combined Sewer Overflow Long-Term Control Plan in an amount not to exceed $2,095,000. I'm sorry, $2,095,000. No, I'll put the point in there.
Okay, we have a recommendation for acceptance of 2.2, which is a $2,095,000 not to exceed contract with Commonwealth Engineering for our long-term combined sewer project or plan. What is the pleasure of the board for 2.2?
Mr. Chair, I move for passage.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion?
Mr. Chair, if I would, could I ask for an explanation? Because as I look at the bids, I see 2 million and then one for with several for amounts that are lower. Could we get an explanation of that?
Would you like me to? I can explain.
Yes, Mr. Cook, the proper number, and I'm on the memo here, is $2,095,000. The $198,000 is what's left to complete on their current contract. And so that is the ultimate total, but for this project that we're approving today, the amount is $2,095,000.
Right, I understand that. I was just looking at Lockmuller at $1,900,000.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
that's the explanation I was looking for.
Yes, I'm sorry. So Commonwealth Engineering was the company that completed our long-term control plan for the regulators, for the Department of Justice and the Environmental Protection Agency. And so we bid this out. We wanted to see what other companies came in, and we felt like $2,095,000, which is about $100,000 more than the next lowest bidder, was justified, as they are familiar with the project and they don't have to take the time to get up and running. As you know, every year we're under the Indiana Finance Authority and the State Revolving Fund. We're kind of under time pressures with them, and we wanted to make sure that we were ready to submit in order to get funding from them by January.
Okay, thank you for that explanation.
And just because they are more than the second lowest bidder, because this is a professional services, we're not bound to go with the lowest dollar.
Okay.
All right, any other questions or discussion on 2.2? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. With 4 ayes and 0 noes, 2.2 has been approved. Next, we have 2.3.
Request to approve to Met Sewer for the repair at 2101 Broadway in an amount not to exceed $169,000. Jabez Anderson, our engineer, is here if there are any questions regarding the project.
Okay, before us, we have a request to approve the award of bid to Met Sewers for a sanitary sewer repair within the vicinity of 2101 Broadway for a not to exceed amount of $169,000. What is the pleasure of the board?
I'd like to move for passage of 2.3, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussions? Just quick question. Is the work, will there be any digging done within the intersection of 21st Avenue and Broadway?
So it's set to be CIPP line, so there should not be any digging whatsoever, minus the digging that will be necessary for the pavement repair, but that's off Broadway. That said, I'm not 100% sure of NDOT's jurisdiction, so that may fall within their right of way. Sometimes it's just the road. Sometimes it seems like it's to the alleyway. It's case by case basis.
So if NDOT is involved, or they're needed to get involved either by permits, or is that kind of factored in to the price?
Yes.
Okay.
So that all should be factored into the price.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Any other questions? or
Yeah, I'd like to have him go into an explanation of the various alternatives, alternative 1, 2, and 3. I see 3 different figures for each of the bids, so can you give me an explanation of what is involved in that alternative?
Yes. So usually, if multiple different types of repairs can be done, I'll give the contractors a choice out of those to see, what could be more cost effective, and what could be done quicker on time due to the turnaround times and things of that nature. So one of them was for remove and replacement. The other one was for the CIPP line, and then I believe there may be a third one on there. I forgot exactly what that was, but those are pretty much 3 options that the pipe bursting. Yes. And so those are 3 options just to, see which one is the most cost effective, which one can be done within the proper time.
Any other questions? All right, hearing none, roll call for 2.3. Thank you.
Commissioner Batiste,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Morris,
Yes.
Commissioner Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 4 ayes, 0 noes.
With 4 ayes and 0 noes, 2.3 has been approved. Next on the agenda, we have 2.4. Was this something that was gonna get revisited?
Yes, and I'm not sure if we want to just mention it now, even though what will be taken, but this is a request from Northern Indiana Public Service Company to reaffirm our account with them for electrical services as their rates are increasing. They are required to have a new agreement with the Erie Sanitary District.
If I can add to that, so we haven't had a whole lot of dialogue with NIPSCO about exactly what it is they need and why. I think this might be an IURC requirement that they need to do this with various commercial clients, but we're going to look into this a little bit more, and if the board would table this, we'll report back at the next meeting.
Okay. So we have a recommendation to table 2.4, which is an agreement between the district and NIPSCO for rates. What is the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chair, I move that we accept our administrators and our attorney's recommendation to table this until further explanation can be forthcoming.
Motion's been made. Can we get a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded to table 2.4. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Commissioner Batiste,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Morris,
Yes.
Commissioner Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 4 ayes, 0 noes.
With 4 ayes and 0 noes, 2.4 has been tabled. Next brings us to claims. 3.1, Mr. Foster.
Thank you. I recommend a motion to approve GSD claim number 1695 through 1770 in the amount of $250,938.48. I want to make note that it's the first week of the month, so a lot of our big bills haven't came in yet. So expect for this to be a little bit higher the next go round.
Okay, we have claims in the amount of $250,938.48. What is the pleasure of the board?
Move for passage, Mr. Chair.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on claims? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Batiste,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Morris,
Yes.
Commissioner Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 4 ayes, 0 noes.
With 4 ayes and 0 noes, claims have been approved. Next on the agenda, we have information updates. We have 4.1, Superintendent's Report. Mr. Austin.
All right, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Don't have many updates today, but a few things just wanted to point out. The maintenance team, they finished their primary clarifier tank 10 rehab. They have new troughs and fabricated new weirs, and those have been installed for primary tank 10. So we should be in compliance next time item comes out and does a walkthrough, like they did last year. Notice that our troughs and weirs were kind of were in bad shape. So that work has been done. The maintenance team is still doing some tank maintenance around the plant with the intermediates and other clarifier tanks, working with operations, making sure things are working effectively. And in lieu of Kevin Rogers, one of our master mechanics leaving last month, we're working on developing some new leadership within maintenance. So we've promoted a trades helper to a mechanic 1 position. He's in his 90 days, so hopefully he's able to learn from Perez and Juan, and we're working to develop him to be another master mechanic in the next 5 years. So looking to help promote and retain our talent we have here. And we are still continuing to do a lot of HVAC systems improvements throughout the plant and at 15th and Clay Lift Station, as well as 27th and Chase. The instrumentation team has been on it this past summer, putting out a lot of fires on emergency calls and getting people out there to make sure that our systems are in working order. So that work is still being done, and we're still procuring different vendors for those projects as well. So those are the updates I have.
Do we have any comments or questions for our plant superintendent? All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Next, we have construction activities. Jabez Anderson.
Greetings, board. Hello again. Everything's pretty much holding steady. The Lake Street Drainage Improvements Project, they've gotten through most of the punch list. They're working on adjusting manholes now, and we'll continue to work on adjusting those manholes. And then we'll have to do an assessment of the punch list items just to make sure that everything was completed on that. And Structure Point will be taking charge on that one. The US 20 Complete Street project, the contractor is out and working on the north side of the road. We're still working with NIPSCO to get the gas line relocated, and then we have to work with NIPSCO Electric to get one of their power lines relocated because there are two conflicts with our sewer, with the sewers that we're going to install. But we're seeking to work that out. So far, NIPSCO Gas is saying they'll be out on the 29th. I hope that's the case. And then we have for 27th and Chase, Phase 3 force main relocation. We're continuing work on the 19th. They're installing the doghouse manhole for the force main to go into to redirect that force main into our existing sewer. And then after they're done with that, they're going to be completing or continuing work on the gravity line. And then so far, all of our cave-ins have been, all of the cave-ins that were on the list have been fixed, but there are a few more that are coming down the pipeline in the future. And that is my construction report for today.
Do we have any comments or questions on construction activities?
Yeah, I have a question about what's going on Lake Street. What is happening? Because I walk that basically every day in the course of exercise, and I see where around the manhole there are squares that have been cut and pavement removed. What's happening?
Yeah, so those are the manhole adjustments. One, to bring them back to grade, and two, to repair the asphalt that are around those manholes. When we were going through, with John and I actually, when we were going through and checking the work, we noticed that some of those manholes was a little bit below grade, and also that there were cracks forming around the fresh pavement, and that's something that we weren't too fond of. So they're out fixing it now.
Okay. When should that repair be completed? Any idea?
John, do you have an idea of when?
Any other comments or questions? All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is discussion. Are there any items or topics that the board would like to discuss at this time?
I have none.
Are there any requests to speak?
No, sir.
Is there a motion for adjournment?
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Is there a second? Thank you. Okay, meeting adjourned. We're gonna move directly. Okay, so now is the Gary Stormwater Management District meeting. Again, today is Friday, September 5th. Could we please have roll call?
Director William Allen.
Present.
Director Ola Morris.
Present.
Director Willie Cook.
Present.
Director Lawrence Batiste.
Present.
Attorney Jewel Harris Jr.
Present.
Executive Director Reagan Hatcher.
Present.
Finance Manager Jerome Foster.
Present.
And that's the end of roll call.
With 4 directors present, we do have a quorum. And next on the, I gotta do certification. Pursuant to Indiana law, section 5-14-1.6-6.1, I certify that prior to the start of today's meeting, there was an executive session held. There was nothing discussed in the executive session that was not indicated on the posted notice. That being in compliance with Indiana statutes, there were no final votes held during the session. Does any member dissent? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to minutes. What is the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chair, I move for acceptance of the minutes. Move for passage.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly second for approval of the executive session and regular meeting minutes for August 15th, 2025. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please, for 1.1.
Director Batiste,
Yes.
Director Cook,
Yes.
Director Morris,
Yes.
Director Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 4 ayes, 0 noes.
With 4 ayes and 0 noes, the minutes have been approved. Next is new business, 2.1, payroll, Mr. Foster.
Thank you. I recommend a motion to approve GSWMD payroll earnings for period ending July 28th, 2025 through August 10th, 2025 in the amount of $9,466.95.
Thank you for the overview for payroll. For 2.1, what is the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chair, again, I move for passage for 2.1.
Motion's been made for 2.1. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on payroll? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Director Batiste,
Yes.
Director Cook,
Yes.
Director Morris,
Yes.
Director Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 4 ayes, 0 noes.
With 4 ayes and 0 noes, payroll has been approved. Next, 2.2.
Motion to approve the resolution for the increase in stormwater fees. And Attorney Deidre Monroe is present today if there are any questions.
And this is, this will be the next step in the process after the public hearing.
Public hearing
That
was
was
last
done.
meeting,
Mhm.
and so today we would do the final vote, and then this will go to the Gary City Council for approval from them as well.
Okay. For 2.2, what is the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chair, I move for passage.
Motion's been made for 2.2 for acceptance. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please, for 2.2.
Director Batiste,
Yes.
Director Cook,
Yes.
Director Morris,
Yes.
Director Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 4 ayes, 0 noes.
With 4 ayes and 0 noes, 2.2 has been approved. And for the record, is for the resolution number SW 2503, which was the increase in stormwater fees for commercial and industrial users. Next on the agenda, we have 2.3.
Yes, this is a part of the Lake Street Drainage Improvement Project, and this is a change order for Grimmer Construction, and Jabez Anderson is here if there's any questions.
If he can explain what the change order entails, I'd appreciate it.
Yes.
And so, John, you can help me out with if I miss anything. But the change order was pretty much for all of the. Well, it was a balance of all of the work that was done. So, basically, the work that was done as opposed to what wasn't done, materials not used, etc. Then there was some extra work that was requested by the city engineer to be done on Lake Street. And then there was a few items that was approved previously, for example, driveways that were missing, things of that nature, that has been added to this change order, and that is what brings it to this cost today. And so if there's anything that I missed, you can go ahead and add to it. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, if there's no other questions or comments, can we please have roll call for 2.3?
Did we,
Oh,
did we call for a vote with,
Oh, did I miss that? I'm
Yes.
sorry. What is the pleasure of the board for 2.3 for the change order number 2.
I move for passage of it and acceptance. Okay?
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any additional discussion or questions? Hearing none. Roll call, please, for 2.3.
Director Batiste,
Yes.
Director Cook,
Yes.
Director Morris,
Yes.
Director Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 4 ayes, 0 noes.
With 4 ayes and 0 noes, change order number 2, with Grimmer Construction for the Lake Street Drainage Improvement Project Phase 2, for a not to exceed amount of $59,210.67 has been approved. Next on the agenda is claims. We have 3.1, Mr. Foster.
Thank you. Recommend a motion to approve GSWMD claim numbers 98 and 99 in amount of $590.93.
Okay, for claims, what is the pleasure of the board?
Move for passage, Mr. Chair.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded for acceptance of claim in the amount of $590.93. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Director Batiste,
Yes.
Director Cook,
Yes.
Director Morris,
Yes.
Director Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 4 ayes, 0 noes.
With 4 ayes and 0 noes, claims have been approved. Next on the agenda is information updates. We have MS4 department updates. Ms. Brenda Scott Herring.
Good afternoon, board and staff and attendees. Only have a few things for you. We have our MS4 coordination meeting is scheduled for this Monday coming, September 8th at 1 p.m. We'll be in a small conference room, and this is for the team who's working on reviewing the monthly report for each of the MCMs. Reports that have been submitted. Secondly, on September 18th, we're having our audit by IDEM. It will be held here. We're asking board to be present if you are available, just for the opening meeting. Following the opening meeting,
What time?
we start at 9 o'clock. And I'll get with, make sure that we can have that information available, formalized and available. But the IDEM usually like to kick off with a formal meeting of board and staff, and then we follow by working with the team to go through the construction and post-construction checklist that's been submitted to us. I've also included that in the board report for your review. We know that for construction, the City of Gary, the Stormwater Management District, is responsible for issuing stormwater construction permits to those who are doing construction activity within the boundaries of the city. Within those permits are some requirements that we must meet by law. And we will have that information available for the auditor, and then they'll look at our post-construction activities. That means that some projects require putting in stormwater best management practices like retention ponds, underground storage, or they may connect to our drainage system. So if that's the case, are we maintaining those systems, and how often do we inspect them? So we have an inspection crew has gone through all of the structural BMPs that the city owned, and we've inspected those. So we have a list, and we do have getting those BMPs within the workflow so that staff can then go out and do the maintenance work that's required for those infrastructures. After post-construction, then they are just going to talk to us overall, how did we do, And they're gonna look at also, do we have all of the required documents under our permit in place? So we'll have, that's standard, we already do that, so we're not worried so much about that part of it. So those are some standard things that they will evaluate, IDEM will evaluate us for. Then we'll get a notification as to whether or not we were satisfactory, unsatisfactory, need to make some corrective actions, or so forth. And at that time, we'll share those findings with the staff and with board, and we'll do accordingly. Other communities have gone through this process. It's new definitely for the Northwest Indiana area, but people are doing a good job at passing their audit. Other communities are doing a good job at passing their audit, so we're not too worried because we do follow guidelines. Actually, people think that we do too much, so I'm not so worried about if we're doing what we're required to do, because I am a stickler for that. So if there's any questions on that, please, if you are, let me know if you have questions. And then one final thing I want to just mention, we are wrapping up our rain barrel program. Now, we sell rain barrels all throughout the year. But we have about 14 people who have pre-ordered their rain barrels, and we want to make one final order so that we can close out for the year. So we hope to do that by October. So we will do one final announcement to the public about if they want to purchase a rain barrel from us before we close out the year for distributing rain barrels. And those rain barrels are $55, and there's definitely a bargain. Our goal is to help household manage stormwater where it falls at their home so that they can help with reducing flooding, and then they can utilize that rainwater for watering gardens, plants on their lawn. So we're harvesting or repurposing rainwater so that people can manage it on site. That's why we promote these rain barrels. Of course, you cannot get a 55-gallon rain barrel out of the store for under $100. So our rain barrel kits only cost $55. It's the rain barrel is a recycled rain barrel that's been retrofitted to handle 55 gallons of rain. We also include this little step stool to help with gravitation, and then we give you the connector kit. And we also explain this information to everyone that we distribute the rain barrel to. So our last call for rain barrels, we should wrap up that program at the end of October. That's all I have for you right now. If you have any questions for me, I'll be happy to respond.
Do we have any comments or questions
Okay.
in regards to MS4?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. End of October. Okay, next on the agenda is discussion. Are there any items or topics that the directors would like to discuss at this time? Are there any requests to speak? Is there a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone.